Hey, happy Saturday, everyone. It's time for the Saturday Psychic Sampler. I'm Christiana Gaudet. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother. I thank you all so much for being here. If you're watching an archive, I appreciate you being here. I will not be able to answer your questions, but if you listen, you might hear something that is of interest to you. I want to welcome all of you here. I want to say thank you so much to everyone for being here. Special thanks to our channel members. You can see their names in green with their sun badges after them. That's how we know they're members of this channel. What that means is they have pledged to give monthly support to this channel to keep this programming going, and we really appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who was able to come to our class this morning, Comprehensive Tarot Spreads. If you weren't able to make it, you can just follow the link and watch it in archive at your convenience. I want to remind you that we have a tarot meetup coming up this Tuesday that's free for everyone. It's an hour. It's Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And we do some readings. We do some casual tarot learning, informal tarot learning. It's lots of fun. It's great fellowship. So you know what we do on Saturday. Specific questions, specific answers. And I see a lot of you are here already with your specific questions. And I'm going to do these in the order in which I see them. Again, I'm very grateful to all of you for being here. And so let's get right to it. The first question I see is from Jean Mnuchin. Jean, thank you for being a member of this channel. Puppetry group starts tomorrow. Anything I should be aware of in this new grouping? I think there's going to be some real intensity here, actually. I think there's some talent, but I also think there's some personality. There's going to be some people that you absolutely adore and think are wonderful. There's going to be at least one person who is kind of difficult. You need to look at leadership. If you are the leader, if you're sharing the leadership role, figure out how you are going to make sure that all voices get heard, that the loud ones get pulled down and the quiet ones get pulled up. It's going to take some doing. I think this group is a wonderful thing. And I think it could really go forward in just a fabulous way. I don't want any of that to what I just said to discourage you, because this is really great stuff. It absolutely, truly is. It's just a matter of how to meld everyone together. And so in the beginning, recognize it is a melding process, and it'll take a minute, and do what you need to do to help make that happen. Karen Winkle, nice to see you signed in so we can see your membership loud and proud. Nice to see you. Glad you're here. Opportunity knocks. Okay. Is it a good opportunity, a bad opportunity, or a meh opportunity? Let's take a look and see. It's a good opportunity with challenges. I feel like there's a lot here. I feel like it could take you in a really good direction, but you do need to be careful. It's a change, and it seems like a significant commitment and something that could really serve you, could really be good for you. But it's also very challenging. So congratulations, I think. Okay. Horse Fan Dunn, glad you enjoyed the class. Okay, Doug's medical test. First of all, I'm so sorry that there even has to be a medical test. I feel like you will get news that is not worst case scenario. It is probably not 100% best case scenario. It may be the kind of thing, well, we're going to have to follow this, or we're going to have to check this, or we're going to have to look at that. But it is certainly not a worst case scenario, so that's good news. Okay, Kim Case. Oh, and Horse Fan Dunn, thank you for being a member of this channel. Kim Case, thank you for being a member of this channel. I really appreciate our channel members. Let's have a round of applause for all of them. Okay, Kim Case. Will Jill be a good fit at work? She has, either you're going to have to train her or she already has some training where you're going to have to show her your way. She definitely needs training. But I think personality-wise and skill-wise, this could be a good fit, but be very clear about what you need and what your expectations are. Do not assume that she will know those things. Okay, Maria Baresi, so nice to see you. This past year, many expensive fixes have happened. My central AC is now needing replacement. No! Will this be the last of my household bleeding money for a while? Oh my gosh. I hate it when that happens. Honestly, I think it probably will be. I don't think that this is a continued trend. So suck it up, enjoy the new AC, and I think you should be good for a little while. Melissa Claire, nice to see you. What do I need to know about my current relationship? Is it salvageable? Let's take a look. Well, not without change. Right now, you're both very, very defensive. There's a lot of dysfunction here. There are a lot of issues. Could the two of you find a way to work it out? Yes. With communication and hard work on both parts, it would be salvageable. Is the other person able and willing right now to do this? Wants to, really does want to, but is so stuck. And so, I think if you're going to do it, this is really a job for a good counselor. I think there would have to be some real concerted work with both of you coming to the table and really figuring out how to make this work. And the question is, do you want it that bad? Is this really what you want? And you're going to ask yourself that question. So here are the questions. Number one, do you really want this that badly? Number one. Number two, is the other person willing to come to the table in a real, honest, and genuine way? And if the answer to all of those questions is yes, then yes, it can work and it is salvageable. If the answer to any of those questions is not a solid yes, you might as well move on. All right. Okay, Sheila. Hang on, I just over-scrolled here. Here we go. I pulled a 7 of Cups as my current problem obstacle. First of all, thank you for being in the class earlier. What do I need to do? So if the 7 of Cups is your current problem or obstacle, it could be that you're confused in your life. It could be that you're giving in to dark imaginings. It could be that you are more in fantasy than in reality. It could be that you really don't know what to choose. And so what you need to do is find your focus, solve your confusion, take a step into reality. And when I pull a card on all of this for you, I feel like some of it has to do with your own self-esteem. That what you're confused about is yourself, your skills, your abilities, the fact that you are a good and decent person. Somehow these things are not foregone conclusions in your own mind. And so I think part of this is about getting solid in your own relationship with yourself. Okay, Kyle, it's so nice to see you, and thank you so much for being a member of this channel. What is the outlook for my daughter's health in the next 6 months? Well, first of all, I'm so sorry you even need to ask that question. Whenever we have to ask that question, we know we're going through it. But let's take a look and see what we see. There is definitely stuff that will need to be done. Whether that's in terms of her own effort as far as maintenance is concerned, whether that's about seeing doctors or tests or procedures, there are definitely things that need to be done. But I feel like if they are done, the outcome here could be good. There may be some things going on here that are just kind of permanent things she has to live with, but I think it's manageable. Okay. Martha, so nice to see you. And I did get your message on Facebook. Thanks so much for reaching out. I'm glad you're here so we can handle this here. Obviously, I know your dad, and so, I have particular concern, and I'm sending my love to you and your whole family. Does he need urgent medical care? What's going on? So there's definitely something going on. And I think he's just sort of like, well, maybe it is my time to be with the Lord. And I think he's good with that. Like, that's his story and he's okay with it, which means that when that happens, whether it's sooner or later, we know that he's good with it and we can be comforted by that. We also want to think about your mom there, where, if he is the first to go, what are the provisions for your mom and how do you handle all of that? Now, do we think that what he's experiencing is a sign that he is imminently on his way out? I don't. I think there is something going on. I don't necessarily think it needs urgent care, but I think a doctor's appointment this week to describe his symptoms. And I think he wants to avoid that. I think he's really in his, I'm getting ready to be with the angels. I'm feeling the angels coming. I think that's where his head's at. And I think there's something else going on here that has a more medical explanation. So I would drag him kicking and screaming if need be to the doctor. And if he can't get into the doctor, then go to urgent care and let's get this taken care of. Of course, he is nearing the end of his life. We know that. But do I think he's on his way out this minute? Not necessarily. Do I think he is experiencing something that should receive medical attention? Yes, 100%. Do I think he's not thinking in that way or going there? Yes. And so it is your job to go there and to do what you need to do to make sure they are both stabilized. And, is it that what he's experiencing is something that could take his life but doesn't necessarily have to with the right treatment? Maybe. I do think it's that serious. So definitely intervene. That's the important thing. Okay. Melanie, and thank you so much for being a member of this channel. Is my doggy play date buddy a serious friend or just a result of COVID isolation and limited contacts? Let's see. Both? How about both? I think both of these things are true. Yes, born of COVID, but actually a real friend even as we get past COVID. Clumsy Clairvoyance, thank you so much for being here and thank you for being a member of this channel. I don't know if I remember to thank Melanie for being a member of this channel, but we appreciate Melanie as well. Clumsy Clairvoyance, we appreciate you. I would like to know if someone from the spirit realm has been trying to reach out to me and or communicate with me recently. I would say yes, and they're pissed off because you're not listening. And it's someone young. It's not like a parent or a grandparent. It's someone who passed on young, a friend or a family member who died when they were young, or someone you knew when you were young. There's a youthful energy here. And it looks like a friend, like maybe a friend that you've lost. You need to find your way to make that connection. And I feel like what you need to do is have a drink with this person. I don't care if it's wine, tequila, tea, or water, but have a drink with the spirit and the spirit will be there. That's what I get. Let me know how it goes. Hey, Kim Morris, nice to see you. Thank you for using the hello emoji. I appreciate that. And thank you for being a member of this channel. Mystics Haven, so nice to see you. Insight into daughter's digestive system problems. Well, first of all, so sorry that those problems are happening. But I feel like it could, in a lot of ways, be dietary, that your daughter is more sensitive now than she used to be. I think there could be a diagnosis that goes along with all of this, and there needs to be a diagnosis. But at the end of the day, this is going to be related very much to diet, I believe. Definitely see the doctor, though. Definitely. Hey, Christina R. I am wondering if I should look into getting a job with an agency and picking up shifts as needed, or staying on my current job as needed only. Current job as needed, agency shifts. Definitely do the agency. Definitely. I think the money would be better. I think you would enjoy it. I think it would be a good experience for you. And people, like if you're the agency girl, it's just going to be a whole different thing. Definitely do the agency. Gemini Sun, so nice to see you. I'm specifically over worrying about something, but would rather not announce. Is it something I should be worried about, or am I blowing it out of proportion like I sometimes tend to do? We're with you. We often tend to do this, a lot of us. So is it a thing that you should be worried about? Not to the extent that you are. No. There may be some reason for concern and frustration, but not where you're taking it, not to the extent you're taking it. I think you could really be at ease here. Okay, Super EHOI. So nice to see you. Glad you're here. What can I do in the present to have better direction for the immediate future? Release the past. Think about the past. Learn from it. Appreciate it. Release it. Release the past to move on to the future. That's what it's all about. Christina A., nice to see you. Glad you're here. Oh, thank you for your nice compliment. I appreciate that. Okay. Nicole, this summer has become a bit of a downer for me and my family as a whole. Excuse me. What can I do to help raise the vibration and put a positive spin to try to make the rest of this summer more positive for us? Well, first of all, I am so sorry. So sorry that this has been the case. What can we do? I think we can't gloss over the difficult things that have happened. We have to acknowledge them. But I also think we have to put it into context and come to a place of gratitude and appreciation. I think there needs to be enjoyment of nature. I think there needs to be some creativity. There needs to be some humor. There needs to be some physical activity. So plan some activities. That's really the key. All right. And thank you all so much for the feedback. Okay, Santiago, how can I improve my finances and when might I see changes? So I feel like it's all about priorities. I feel like you have to really look at your priorities in terms of how you're making money and how you're spending money. And you could make some adjustments there. And if you make those adjustments, you will start to see improvement within the next 3 months. Absolutely. Hey, Christina, very good. Yeah. You can reach out to me. In fact, you can book an appointment directly on my website. tarotbychristiana.com or christianagodet.com. Or you can reach out to me. Go ahead and shoot me a text, 561-655-1160. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Claire, thank you so much for being a member of this channel. Should I stay at Esther's place in Costa Rica? Hang on, let's see what we got going on here. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. It's got some issues and some problems. Is this the best place for you to stay in Costa Rica, or are there others? I would look around. It's fine. I mean, if you do it and want to do it, it's fine. It's not a problem, but there may be some other options you would like better. Okay. Nalini, my dog is still sick. Will she survive? I am so sorry to hear this. That is so sad. I'm so sorry. I am concerned for her well-being. I mean, obviously, we're all going in that direction. The question is how quickly. I think it could still go either way. I think she could have more time, but I think you have to be prepared that you're kind of running out of things you can do for her. And from then, it's just a matter of nature will take its course in whatever time it will. What I can tell you, though, when I look at her, is right now she has quality of life. She may not be well, but she has quality of life. So enjoy the time you have with her. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Yolanda, nice to see you. And I know that you're a member of this channel. Thank you so much for being here. Well, Steve and I talked face-to-face before I go back to Florida on Monday. Is it a new chapter or closure? I'm afraid he might avoid you. Even though he received you very kindly, he is afraid. And so he may avoid you. And he is so good at sort of leaving you without real closure. And so I think you have to find a way to get your closure. Okay. Marta, I'm thinking about moving back to the States where I used to live. There are some factors to consider, but is this a good thing for me to do? Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. Yes. Yes, I can't tell you about the timing or those factors. I know it's not easy, but find a way, make it happen. It is a good thing. Okay. And thank you all so much for the feedback. I really do appreciate it. I don't read it aloud, even though it's very confirming. I do read it. I don't read it aloud in the interest of time, but I do really appreciate it. Okay. Hey, Robin Renee, nice to see you. I'm having an amazing time of clarity as the retrograde comes to a close. I have a date with a college friend planned. I did not like him at all in school. How will the date go? I mean, he's different and better than he was then, and he is seeing this as a romantic date, whether you are or not. I would say stay open-minded. I could see ways this could work and ways this couldn't. So I think it'll be fine. I think the date itself will be fine. But whether you're looking at a friend or more than a friend here, I do not know. So stay open-minded. Jackie, nice to see you. How can I find balance and peace in my life? What can I do to facilitate this? Honestly, there's a lot about work here. And I could see that in a couple of different ways. I could see it that your work is stealing your balance and your peace, and you're going to have to find a way to take your work life and bring that into balance. But I would also say that it's going to take some work to do this. You're going to have to draw some firm boundaries, and that may be hard for you. You may not be good at doing that in this way. So it's going to take time and it's going to take energy, but it's going to be worth it to do that. And I would say the key word here is boundaries. Okay, baby cakes. I've been having dizziness for the last weeks caused by medicine. Will that go away itself soon, or should I be concerned I have a doctor's appointment in July? I feel like you're right as to its cause. It feels like a side effect of the medication. I feel like it may or may not go away. It's something you're definitely going to have to talk to the doctor about. There may need to be an additional medication to handle the side effect or even a change in the medication. Will it get worse? It probably will not get worse. So wherever it is at its worst, that's as bad as it's going to be. That's what I think. Kim Morse, thank you so much for being a member of this channel. Will my daughter find another option or move in with me at the end of July? Good Lord, let's see. I think you have to be prepared to receive her. But even if you do receive her, it will only be short term. She is legitimately working on other options, and she will find another option. The question is, before or after that time period, it could go either way. But again, if you do take her in, it will be for short term. Okay. Von Ray, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member of our channel. We are coming to the end of our time. I know Von Ray is just getting here. Maybe some other people are too. Now is the time. If I accidentally skipped your question, I apologize. Please reiterate. If you've been here and have not asked a question, or if you're just getting here, now's the time to ask your question. What would you like to know? Specific questions only. I want to remind you, I am teaching a tarot class on Zoom. You need a ticket for it. All you do is go to my website, ChristianaGaudet.com or tarotbychristiana.com. Go to the events, hit on the date, which is this coming Thursday, and get your ticket then. 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Fearless Wisdom Tarot Workshop. You definitely want to be there. Okay, Wingman, how will my clairvoyance journey be? And the answer is, I feel like you're going to do some very good studying with good masters, good books, good exercises. And that studying is going to help you a great deal. It will help you find your foundation there. But then you have to get out of the books and away from the masters and become the master yourself. And you can only do that with experience. So don't learn, but don't get too caught up in the dogma. Okay, Von Ray. My question has to do with jobs. Still looking. So I've seen so many positive things in your cards recently, and I'm sorry they have yet to manifest. But when it does, it's going to be great. There is a great job coming. I promise you this. It may be in the next 3 days. It may be in the next 3 weeks. Maybe it's not even for another 3 months. I don't know, but I know it's coming and I know it's going to be great. So do not lose hope. Do not lose faith, and you keep looking. That's the important thing. It's coming. Okay, and thank you, Robin Renee. Robin Renee reminds you to hit like. Absolutely appreciate it. Okay, Ashley, what can I do about my annoying neighbors and bring some peace? So, they really are annoying. I think you want to try some tricks of magic or feng shui. A mirror facing them can be very helpful. Putting them in the freezer could be very helpful. Not literally, obviously, but like write down their name and put it in the freezer could be helpful. Do not allow yourself to get into a place of anger toward them. Just recognize that it's an energetic issue and you need to fix it and go about fixing the energy. Don't fix them, fix the energy. Okay, Shadow Light. My life is full of losses and change right now. How do I get through this particular rough spell when everything is shifting around me? I am so sorry for what you are going through. And it really does look like it's hard. You know, you are in an unenviable position. But you are spiritually capable. You are spiritually strong. You do have some good people around you. Allow yourself time for grief, for sorrow, for anger. Do not gloss over this. This freaking sucks. It does. And you have to acknowledge the magnificent suckitude of what you're dealing with. Don't go around it. Go through it. Then allow your logic to take you into the next obvious steps and lean on the people that you can lean on. And know that there will be another better chapter forming that will use your creativity, that will use your inspiration. Even if you can't see it now, the time will come when you will be happy and stable again. It will be different, but it will be good. All right. So, this is last call. If you have a question, get it in. I want to remind you I am available for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom. Just reach out. I also want to remind you to join us for our meetup on Tuesday. The link is already here. Hit the reminder so you won't forget. This Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. When you go to my website, you can get a ticket for our upcoming class on Thursday. You can read my newsletters and sign up for my newsletters. You can read my blogs. And you can schedule an appointment with me. We can work by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom, or right here in person in my Palm Beach office. Actually, it's not really Palm Beach, it's Palm City, but close enough. 30 miles from Palm Beach. That's not bad, right? All right, friends. Horace Van Dunn, magnificent suckitude. Yes, there will be a 3-card Monday. We will have Monday, 9:30 a.m. We will have the 3-card weekly reading on Monday. Yes, we will. I don't have the link for it up yet, but you can look for that. That'll go up early Monday morning. And so I will be back here Monday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time as usual. Friends, thank you all so very much for being here. I will look forward to seeing you soon. Take good care.